All right, welcome everybody for episode 3 of Manchester and Arsenal United. Um, both teams fly high sometimes, but this has been a low week for both teams, so we have to mourn for them. So I'm going to pour something in mourning for both teams, especially for Man U, which is suffering a lot more. Kool-Aid, let's just jump straight into it. Tell us what's going on with Man U, man.
Yeah, my missus was asking that maybe are they owing him any money that he's acting as if they haven't paid him his salary.
Who,
That
Ten
why
Hag?
is he yes, that why
Oh,
is
no,
he
no,
doing
yeah,
what
I
he's
thought so. I
doing?
thought, is Ten Hag, is he trying to sabotage the team? Yeah, seriously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he's sacking himself right now. If he keeps doing this, he's sacking himself. And I'm one of the people that stood up for him. And I said before the game, Rashford doesn't track back. We don't have a left back. And that is the exact flank that Salah and Trent Arnold are going to be strong
Exploited.
at. And that's exactly what happened. And then again, I said, was it they should have picked up Amrabat. They're trying to pick up Rabiot. They're now saying that Amrabat won't be ready for like a month. Everybody's ready for the
Wow.
start of the season. Why are we not ready? Why are we the only club
Yeah,
that's not
and
ready?
who's the other number the guy I keep saying that they should start on the left from Argentina.
Garnacho.
They need to start him. He may
Garnacho.
not be perfect, but he's
Garnacho is
better.
performing. Yeah,
Yeah,
Garnacho is performing. He's being subbed. Zerx is performing. He's being subbed. This chap Diallo. He's been Player of the Month the last 2 or 3 months in a row, and he's not
Yeah,
getting a
good.
start.
He's thoughtful.
Yeah, and
yeah.
then they're totally destroying the entire formation just to get Rashford on the field.
No,
And
it's
Rashford is
sentiment
not at
because
fault.
if they don't play Rashford, the newspapers will be angry. But I hate to say it, don't
He's
listen to the newspapers. Don't
recovering.
listen to the newspapers. Don't listen to the. You better follow do what you
Yes,
need to do to win. Yeah.
yeah, they said, oh, Rashford gave two good crosses that he's on his way back. They should
Two
18
good
months
crosses.
of nonsense and he's given two crosses. Come on, is that good enough for Manchester United?
Even Mbappe can give a good cross now and then.
It's not, he used to shoot too much. Now he's not had a single shot at goal since the season started.
Let's tell the
He's
truth.
not had a
He's a
shot at
limited.
goal.
He doesn't have enough skill sets to contribute to a team moving forward when they're in the forward attack.
He's not
He
in
can't
form
score.
So
He can't
either,
score.
right
either,
now.
and I think you have to be careful to criticize these players because sometimes they're actually playing to instruction. Ronaldo many years ago was told not to track back, that he's supposed to stay up and create them and catch them on the break and use his electrifying space. And that might be the instruction that
Yeah,
Rashford
yeah.
is being given because I can't
And
think of
also,
any other
so
reason why he's
this is
not
Ten
tracking
Hag's
back.
fault because we know that you guys have Casemiro. He's older. I heard earlier today someone said they need to have a tighter structure because Casemiro, you can't have things loose. You can't have too much space. Things needs to be tighter because he can be exploited because he's gotten older. You get my point.
Casemiro's
Yeah.
legs have gone, yes.
So
And
they need a better
also now
formation. They need to
yes,
have
and
they need a better formation in which other people, and that's when you need younger guys like I keep on saying. Well, you need to have guys on the pitch like Mino who have different tasks to cover for
well,
him.
yeah, Casemiro's legs have clearly gone. He
Yeah.
can't cover the ground that he used to. Mino is covering far too much ground.
Also,
He's getting
Maguire
exhausted.
has no legs, so now your central defensive midfielder
And
no,
Evans.
no legs.
Evans.
Then Maguire has no legs. They need to do something. They need to change their formation until they get Ugarte. Yeah,
And then
continue.
they're still doing the same nonsense at the back. They've got Delit and they've got Martinez. These players can play a high line. I still don't understand why are they still sitting there, but they're being given the instruction to not play a high line. They're being instructed to sit deep. And Onana, who is a ball playing keeper, is all he's doing is kicking the ball. He's not playing the ball. He's not a good shot stopper. I know that those were difficult goals to save, but he's not made a single
Yeah.
save in that game. Why did we swap Onana for a super keeper who is not playing super keeper because his team is playing deep and shot stop goalkeeper in De Gea. And if you're going to play that whole system, then why did you pick Onana? Why did you get Onana? Onana is
I
not a
don't
shot
know.
stopper.
Once again, Manchester United has U.S. ownership. I just don't understand. Also, Chelsea. It seems like these teams, there's a curse. If your team is owned by an American group, unless you're McLaren, and even the McLaren is
Yes,
messing up in Formula One.
playing it out from the back was supposed to be the reason why we picked Onana, so that it will make up for his weakness in short stopping, because
Yeah.
De Gea is the exact opposite. His distribution is poor apparently, but he's a good shot stopper. But if you're going to be telling Onana to boot, to wally the boot up Really, they ball up the ground, and you're telling your defense is set deep. Then that's what
Well,
that's what
that's like remember that game Space Invaders. Remember Space
yes.
Invaders?
And you know that season, the 50 million
Cooler,
we
remember
paid
the game Space Invaders, where the
yes,
rockets are coming down to you.
and
That's
they
when
come
you sit
down.
back. That's how you win. Yeah, yeah.
And then that season, we could have bought Todibo. We could have bought Todibo instead of De Gea, because we can't buy Todibo this season because of the fact that we're now owned by Ineos. At the time we could have bought De Gea, they were not owned by Ineos. We could have done the deal. So it's just disaster piled on top of failures. And I have to say, whilst I can't blame Ineos for most of it is down to the Glazers, but their indecisiveness, wasting time to get Ugarte in. So now we're going to have to wait a whole month. I mean, Liverpool were ready for the start of the season. We were not ready. What was that? What was it?
Yeah, well,
we
partly to do with
bring down the price of Ugarte.
Sorry, the team wasn't complete.
The price.
Before the season started, you guys weren't complete because you're still waiting on Ugarte. You still have some, and then Xerxes was injured, and Hoyland is injured, so that messed up the readiness for the beginning. What do you think, Kunle?
Yeah. But I mean, the reason it took so long to get Ugarte was because you were trying to get the price down. They did not reduce the price by one kobo. They should have just taken the price.
They should have gotten him earlier. Earlier.
They could have done. He could have been on the preseason. Preseason was just a waste of time. All the key players were missing from preseason. That was just a waste of time, a PR stunt. They did not prepare. They've not prepared for this season.
So let's switch.
Got their players up and running.
I agree. Let's switch. We're still going to stick to Man U, but I'm going to go to Wari. There's a problem in England. When you're English, there's no problem. When you're Maguire, it's not your fault. The reason now that you're losing is because of Xerxes. Talk about that, Wari. Oh, it's Xerxes' fault. Yeah, it's Xerxes' fault. Go ahead, Wari.
There's what I call community chance. Some of these Manchester United players, I call them community boys. They are the English boys that English people always want to defend their people. The striker, like I always say, once you don't have a good midfield, your striker becomes useless. And that match, Liverpool took over the midfield. He's even in the defensive midfield. What's his name? Casemiro. He gave out 2 chances. Attacking midfield, even what's his name? The captain, Bruno. Bruno was not seen in the match. So how do they expect the striker to perform? It's just like a vehicle without.
They have to. I think they need to move Bruno back and let him start some transitions and things like that.
Natural position. They should stop mucking about with Bruno.
Yeah, they're moving him too far forward. They're moving him too far forward. They're moving him too far forward.
They refuse to play the natural formation. The natural formation for United. Diallo on the right, he's very good. Garnacho on the left, he's very good. Xerxes is showing promise up the middle. Bruno in his best position at number 10.
Supporting.
And then you have a combination of Mainu, Casemiro, and Ugarte. Preferably, Casemiro should not play in the 6. He doesn't have the legs for the 6. Him and Mainu will share that 8. One will come up for the other, and then Ugarte plays behind them. The team picks itself right now, but he's not even picking that team. He's trying to play Rashford. Rashford in 18 months out of form. He's trying to play that joker inside back in the game.
Well, this goes back to what you said. Is he trying to? Did somebody send him? Is somebody paying him to direct Man U?
In Premier League.
Is somebody paying him? Is somebody paying him to wreck Man U? That's the question. I'm serious. I'm not saying it as a joke.
I don't know.
I'm not saying it as a joke. I'm not saying it as a joke.
It's just very bad. Rashford has to wait his turn. Anthony has to wait. These players have to wait until these other players who are doing well do badly. They've not been doing badly. Yeah. They're coming off the bench. They're scoring goals. They're tracking back. They're playing hard, and they're being substituted. And they're not being any of the chances. Wrong.
Maybe the owners are trying to tank the team and then sell it. I'm serious. I'm not joking. Because the team is being mismanaged.
And again, what's it called? Ten Hag is supposed to know that what's it called? Mohamed Salah is a fast player, has the pace. He would have looked for somebody to cut him off, like what they normally do to Saka. Because once a defender comes to Saka, just a single player, Saka will beat the person hands down. So what they do is that they come in pairs, in 2, and they block him. And with that, Saka will not be able to. So you study this game, and sometimes it's not always be as it does in the beginning, especially be at the end. No, you look for the best of your players. There's nothing like regular players. Your regular players are not informed. You bring in another platform. So sometimes they should try and check in, not what is his name? Casemiro. They have upper tax. After the international break, they are playing what they call Southampton. And if they don't win the match, maybe I don't know. They have Aston Villa. They have what's it called? Tottenham. They have West Ham. Top match is coming from Man U. So if they don't get good results from this match, it's just that the team at the bottom, they are not even winning matches. So Ten Hag has to do, and again, any coach that is coming to Man U is a big team. Man U, you be under pressure. They want instant results, which sometimes does not work that way. So I don't know why they brought.
I don't think Ten Hag is in control of the team. I think somebody above him is telling him what to do. That's the only explanation. What do you think, Kunle?
Yeah, I just think that Ten Hag right now is sacking himself. I don't know why he's thinking, why he's doing what he's doing. I don't know what he's seeing in practice that we are not seeing. And I think that he's just playing his favorites. I think that he's just obsessed with Rashford and Casemiro. And 2 years ago, were our best players. I mean, Casemiro was banging, was fantastic defensively, making good passes, tackling. Rashford was banging them in left, right, and center. It was like a great thing. And then next season, for the last 18 months after that, it's been a disaster. It's been a horror show. And I think that as good as Rashford is, I think sometimes you just need to go to another club. I think that he still has the ability, but I think that he's used up his ability in this club. I think that he should just go for good money whilst we can get him for good money.
Rashford must go. Rashford must go. Rashford must go.
It's been 18 months. I mean, I'm not saying because of what happened against Liverpool. He's been failing for 18 months.
That was funny. Yeah.
You know, I mean, when was the last time he scored a goal? I can't remember. You know, after 10 games, he provides 2 good crosses. That's not good enough.
But no, the problem is that the English league has gotten more technical. Rashford is not a technical player. So as the English league has gotten better with technical, so there's no place for him right now. Maybe he should go to PSG and play with Dembele.
Yes, he should go to France or somewhere because England, they've got his number. He's not getting past people. They know that he's going to use his pace, run down the left flank, cut in and shoot. He's not even going to try and
you have to do a lot more than that now.
And he's had 2 crosses.
Now, on the other note, so I'm going to transfer. On the other note, Saka is getting better. Warif, have you noticed that Saka can now drift and play in the middle? Saka is beginning to look like Yamal a little bit. He can play the right, but he can also drift to the center. Have you noticed that, Warif? Yeah. He's getting better.
And once he drifts into the middle, he's very dangerous there. You have to.
Yeah, he's getting very good, very good. So let's switch. So let's talk about the big thing. You can't.
The red card.
Arsenal can't beat. Nobody can beat Brighton if they only have 10 teams because Brighton is a good team. So Arsenal has 10 players. Now that call that they called, to me, I don't think he was trying to block that free kick. It was just incidental. What do you think, Warif? Yeah.
The ref.
It didn't even look like the other guy fouled him. The other guy fouled him. The other guy fouled. The other guy fouled Declan. Go ahead. Sorry.
Right.
Yeah.
He didn't take the free kick from the actual position. The ball was still rolling, maybe before Declan Rice.
Yeah.
And again, I'll blame Declan Rice for the whole thing. You already, before you giving the rules and regulation, you know what you do. For some, like last you were winning 1-0. If you want to commit you so that you commit an offense and you might be, and the Rice, maybe he has forgotten that he was on yellow card. Why did that guy was aware that he's on? So he just would like to commit him to get the red card, which the ref fell for it. But if you check that match, the highlights of the match, there were so many blunders that the ref did not even give. Okay, for example, in Sky Sports, what's it called? A ref, is it Adama or so? They asked him about the other previous, the ball that the Brighton player kicked from the, what is it called? The line. You know what? The guy said that he was not obstructing play. That was why he didn't give yellow card. But a rule is a rule, whether obstructing play or not. Once they've called for a free kick, and you're not in possession of the ball. You're supposed to leave the ball. But the guy kicked the ball. There was nothing, and some tackles that the ref did not even give. So I think the FA, they need to really look into.
They need to look at it. Although it was Welbeck. Welbeck told the referee, "This is second yellow card. Or this is second." The Welbeck was ready, man. And then Declan Rice was talking to Welbeck. Please now. Welbeck said, "Sorry." Did you see that? How old is Welbeck? How old is that guy, man? Yeah.
It should be maybe up to going to his early 30s or
Yeah,
up going
I
to his
remember
30s.
him for almost 10 years. So yeah,
But the guy is good. He's still in form.
yeah. So the idea is that I can remember I said this to you guys. Brighton is no team to play with. Arsenal should have beaten
Yeah.
Brighton if Arsenal had 11
We
men,
didn't
they would
take
beat
our
Brighton.
chance. We didn't
But you
take,
can't
and again, we
beat
didn't take our-
Brighton. You can't beat Brighton if you only have 10 men. You can't.
Yeah.
Brighton can come top 4 this year. What are your thoughts on the yellow card, the second yellow card, Kunle, and also on the performance in general? Oh, Kunle is out. Okay, yeah, maybe he's out.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So I think Arsenal could have won that game if not for losing him. Yeah.
And again, Arsenal, they need to change their mentality. You know, the problem with Arsenal is that once they are one man down, it takes them time to adjust to the game. But if you watch some other teams, people like Man City, even if they are one man down, they still play as if they are 11-11. So the problem with
It's
Arsenal
psychology.
is that,
It's psychological.
yes, you know, Arsenal, they like taking their time, play tiki-taka, slow game, gradually building up the game. So once they are short one, it affects the team. So Arteta should try and work on that so that whenever they are short one, they shouldn't just lose the game or play a draw.
Yeah,
So
they should just play more
they move
defensively.
on.
Just play more defensively. That's all. Yeah. Or even
And
they don't
again,
have to be. And Saka plays well enough. You can still press. I mean, you can still push forward. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
and again, after the international, they'll be having North London derby, which is going to be an interesting one. But two major Arsenal players will not be there. Rice will not be there.
Oh yeah, don't worry, Kunle.
Okay,
We'll get to you in a second. Okay.
Okay, Rice will not be there. Marino will not be there. So it's not left for Arteta to see what he can do. If I'm Arteta, if you are not using Jorginho, you can bring in Waneri because Waneri, the guy is physical and he has the pace. So sometimes, like I remember when Rashford was a little bit younger, his debut game that they played against Arsenal, I think he scored 2 goals against Arsenal in that match. But sometimes you don't need to take the risk and bring in these players, not minding their age.
Yeah, I think that's what you've been saying. They need to bring in some more of their players. So Kunle, what are your thoughts on that? The yellow card, the second yellow card, and just in general, Arsenal's play against Brighton.
I think it seemed rather disingenuous. The referee ruined the game. He ruined the competition, the general fun of the sport of someone chasing after Manchester City because it's just Liverpool now. Because Arsenal.
Oh no, but we still have to follow the rules. But it's controversial. But continue. I'm not disagreeing with you.
Look,
I'm not disagreeing with you, but rules are rules.
When Manchester City do it, and they go and they surround the referee shouting and going on with all of that. Nobody gets a yellow card or a red card. So it's somehow disingenuous. So please, they're not being fair. The law is a sky blue player complaining, oh, I can't book him. He's too important. That's full of nonsense. No, I'm sorry.
They spoiled that game. They spoiled that game. They spoiled that game.
I mean, it ruins the league because it makes the league less competitive. You want a 3-horse race. You don't want a 2-horse race or 1-horse race. And it's ruining the league. And I just think Arsenal deserve better than that. And I'm not even an Arsenal supporter.
Yeah. But also Declan Rice, he needs to become a little bit more disciplined, though. He needs to watch himself.
Well, but still, they should have known in the context of the game that's.
I think, but you know what? I watched the game. Welbeck bullied the referee. Welbeck said, "This is his second yellow," and the referee's like, "Yes." I think the referee was timid.
There's a lack of consistency and sincerity when it comes to this kind of ways that they do the rules, and it ruins the game. I mean, nobody even supports City. Why are you even helping them out? Nobody cares. The whole of England is sad when
I like City. I like Europe. You know, England is not Europe. I like Europe, not England.
It's just the people that listen to, half of the crowd that listen to Oasis.
Maybe I don't really want to know how your midfield grows. Okay, so let's switch. But very quickly, let me say something. Right now, Manchester City has a better front four than Arsenal. It's close, and they have a better midfield. But I think Arsenal's defense is better. What do you think, Warif?
Yeah, and what's it called? Manchester City, their front line, they are experienced, and they know each other the way they play. That's why
And also,
you
De
see what
Bruyne and Diaz are playing attacking positions and is working brilliantly.
yeah.
And Kovacic is doing well. Once Rodri comes back, it's over, and they're winning without Rodri. Yeah, continue. Sorry. Yeah.
Like Eddie Haaland, they've studied, they know the kind of his position. Once he makes the run, they float the ball to him. And he's a talented goal scorer. But once the midfield is dead for Man City, you see that Eddie Haaland will begin to struggle. But for their defense, if they play maybe Liverpool or Arsenal and they are not afraid of coming out to attack Man City, I think they are going to crack the City defense.
Oh yeah, Manchester City's weakness is their defense and their inability to deal with the counterattacks and transitions against them. What do you think, Kunle?
Yeah, I think that Manchester City are looking very dominant. I mean, there's not just Rodri. They've got Gundogan and Rodri are being saved for later in the season.
Yeah,
and
this is a long season, very long season.
People like Kovacic and Bernardo Silva and De Bruyne and Haaland turn a new asshole.
They're like, welcome to jail, man. You're my bitch.
Champions. Yes, they're mean. So yeah, unless City gets relegated for their 115 charges this season, I think they're going to run away with it again.
But they're taking
I'm hoping
they're taking long.
Yeah, I think and it looks very organized. 3 wins from 3 games, coming back, brand new season. He's like the coach that is just taking over from Klopp, plays the same type of style as Klopp, and Liverpool are just going from strength to strength.
And can I say something, Kool-Aid? Sorry to interrupt you. Slut is lucky because those guys like Alexander and what's his name? Salah is the one. Why can't I remember Salah's name? These guys also are helping him manage the team. They're experienced. So he's coming to a team in which everybody knows their role. So it makes it easier for him. He doesn't have to coach them. Salah doesn't need to be coached. You understand what I'm saying, Kunle?
Yeah, it's not just that. It's not just that they understand their role. He's coming into a system that had a foundation, and he's simply following the plan. He's not deviating from the plan that Klopp brought in the style and the structure of the football that once we played at Liverpool Football Club. And
by the way, what's Klopp going to do now? What's he going to do now? What's Klopp going to do now?
I think Klopp's taking a year off. He might come back and manage. I think he's going to manage something in Germany.
Come back. I want him to manage Bayern Munich. Come to Bayern Munich.
I don't think he wants to go back to the top level. I think he might want to manage the lower leagues in Germany and live like a quieter life and just not put too much pressure on himself.
Because he's a high intensity person and he needs to take a break.
Yeah, his passion for the game is much.
Too much passion. Passion can consume you, man. Yeah. Okay, so guys, we're gonna end soon, but let's finally talk about so I think Sterling is going to Arsenal. There's something someone said. Sterling is not a good finisher, but he moves well in the box so that he gets a lot of goals that nobody could miss.
And he can in other words, if you don't
he can create penalties. Yeah. So but Arsenal is still dancing around the thing that they need a true number 9. They can't get around that. What do you think, Larry? Yeah.
What is lacking in Arsenal right now is the proper number 9.
Yeah.
Until Arsenal get the proper big bully number 9, Arsenal will continue to struggle. Therefore, Ryan Sterling, he might want to prove Chelsea wrong, not just maybe when Arsenal plays Chelsea, but in the normal game with other teams. I don't know.
How long is Jesus out for?
I think about a month plus, or 2 weeks or 3 weeks.
Okay, so this international weekend break should help at least alleviate the number of games he's going to miss. But yes, I think Jesus is good enough for Arsenal to not say that their problem is the striker if he's fit long enough and in enough good form.
So then it will be their midfield. Their midfield is a problem.
Their midfield, I think, is a problem.
They don't have a holding midfield. They don't have a CDM. Who's their CDM?
The CDM was Jorginho and Thomas Partey are their choices.
They can do better. They can do better in CDM.
Yeah, I think that they can do better at CDM. I think that Odegaard is good. He's consistent. He has levels that he can still improve through. I think that Arsenal's problem was basically the fullbacks. That was what I was saying before, and the guts of the team, the fighting power of the team to recover the ball back in defensive midfield and to pass the ball and to create progress the ball up the field for them. I think Martinelli has shown himself to be a capable false nine, although he can't do it for too long. I think that you still will need a proper striker, but Martinelli can fit in 1 or 2 games and do a decent job. He can get you a goal, or he can get you.
What is Havertz's natural position?
Striker.
Havertz, yeah. So why? But Havertz plays for Arsenal, right? Yeah, so he should.
Yeah.
But still, he's not good. Why can't he be the one there, number 9? What's his problem?
He's not skillful.
He's not big enough.
Yeah. Yes.
He's not powerful. He's not enough of a bully. Yeah.
Yes, he's not much of a bully, and he's not skillful. One-on-one, you cannot beat a defender except if the ball is in motion or if there is a cross.
Like he's good with headers and with space. If he has space,
yeah. But one-on-one to dribble a defender, he's not good with that.
Okay, guys, this has been Go ahead. Finish off. Yeah.
If I'm using Jesus as a supporting striker, why these guys? Because Gabriel Jesus is more skillful.
Yeah. So I think once he comes back, it's going to be close. I still have Man City as winning this year, but it's going to be close between Man City and Arsenal again. It's going to go down to 5.
Okay, I think it's going to be Liverpool and Man City.
Oh yeah, Liverpool. Yeah, So Liverpool is on the same. To be honest with you, they're on the same level because they have the best cohesion of team. Yeah. It's just that Liverpool has no midfield. They're either in defense or attack.
Arsenal are going to fall off a little bit this season. I think they're going to finish 3rd or 4th. I think that they need another season to probably sort themselves out and make another charge next season.
So you think that Man City and Liverpool are the top 2? Yeah.
Yeah, I think that they're the 2.
The problem of Arsenal is Man City. As long as Man City is there, it will be hard for
they're playing on September 22nd. They're playing on September 22nd.
After Tottenham, Arsenal will play Tottenham, and there's Champions League in between those matches.
Yeah. So that's going to be good. Okay, so guys, we're about to leave, but we're about to end this session. Brilliant. I love this show. But let's talk about, so is it clear now that Osimhen is going to, where is he going? Yeah.
Galatasaray.
Oh, Turkey.
Yeah. Up until 1 a.m. Fans were waiting for him at the airport. 1 a.m.
So that means that at least he's going to such a rubbish team. No offense to Galatasaray.
He's on loan.
But it's a big step down.
He's on loan.
He's on loan.
Okay.
Yeah. But here's the good thing. In the Turkish league, he's going to start, and he's going to still be honing his striker skill. I don't think his game is going to go down.
It will help the club because their jerseys, his jersey will sell and improve their fan base. I
think it's better than going to Saudi Arabia. It's better. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. I don't like players leaving Europe for
and
Saudi
also, Galatasaray, are they in the Champions League? Yeah.
No, I think they fell out in the qualifiers.
So they're in the Europa. But I think it's okay. It gives him time. But I think Kule and I agree. The rest of the people on ISL page don't. Osimhen is a discipline problem. I don't think he can ever be worth much to any team. Yeah.
I don't know how to. He said they were supposed to give his number to what's it called, Lukaku, number 9 jersey. Osimhen's number 9 jersey to Lukaku, but Lukaku refused. I don't know how true it is because Lukaku is wearing jersey number 11 right now.
But also, I think Lukaku doesn't want to disrespect Osimhen. You understand what I'm saying? He doesn't want to be part of that type of disrespect. You don't need to change the number. He doesn't want to disrespect Osimhen. Lukaku is a good guy. I like him. Okay, guys, so this has been a good show. So any last thoughts in general for Arsenal and Man U, Warif? Yeah.
Since they're going on international break, I just want to say they should play safe because the league is still there waiting for them. It's a marathon league, so they should just play safe, avoid injuries.
Yeah, that's true because we don't want to come back and then have these players. There's no reason to have a break if you have to hurt yourself. These international games, are they friendlies or qualifiers?
They're qualifiers.
Some are qualified, some are nations.
Oh yeah, so that one is serious. So we have to have special show. Enjoy yourself for our own benefit.
Yeah, I think United is still a mess. I think Ten Hag is still a mess. Because Ugarte is going to play. Ugarte is gone and he's going to play for Uruguay during this period. But Ten Hag is saying he's not ready to play for United, but he's ready to play for Uruguay.
So why did you buy him? Why did you buy him? That's why I said it's like Ten Hag is trying to sabotage Man U.
I don't know whether that's it or there's something in the contract of Casemiro with a £350 week payroll, which it means that he has to play, because sometimes it's written into the contracts that they have the right to play a certain number of games. And maybe he just has to play those games to honor the contract, or there might be another penalty involving him having to pay. So I don't know. I mean, we saw his wife now brought up a video and poster of all the trophies that Casemiro has won without Manchester United.
Those ones are stories.
Just to upset the family. I mean, she's just
then what they should do is play Casemiro these last few games. Play him for 50 minutes, then bring in Ugarte. Simple.
Well, that means we're not interested in winning. We're just interested in making people happy.
Yeah, they got to stop doing that.
Win, or you want to make people happy. You can't do the two. You can't mess about in the Premier League. You can't carry passengers. You can't do stuff to compromise the game to make people happy, or you will drop points. And that's what's happening to Ten Hag. And if he keeps on like this, he's going to be out by Christmas.
I think so. That's unfortunate. If they lose the next two games, if Man U loses the next two or draws, Ten Hag may be gone
before Christmas.
By October.
November.
Yeah. But I hope so. I hope not, because I actually liked Ten Hag. But I'm just trying to figure out what's going on, man. So, guys, thank you. This was a very brilliant show. Man U, Arsenal, United. We hate Chelsea. We hate City. We hate Tottenham. But we love Man U and we love Arsenal. And we want to thank you to Arif and to Kunle Williams, Arif in Port Harcourt, Williams in Lagos, and Mustafa Janata, who's stranded in Washington, D.C. Thank you, Gary, guys. Beautiful show. We'll be back again next Tuesday or Wednesday. Thank you. Good day, guys. Okay.
All right. Thank you. Good night.
Great show.
Bye.
Okay.